Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakah, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching this truth time and time again, showing us to be men of the Lord. The Wadi Yah by Hashem, Yahushai. And I'm the brother Thaha Wam. And I was doing a lesson, and it was like really good. And it's just like I can't even do screen recorders. Just keep every time it just pauses my. Lord willing, when I did it, it was at 11:44. It just completely pauses your screen and just makes it and just deletes the video. So it's like, but they were mad because you see all prophecies going forth, prophecies coming hard and bringing these devils down to their knees, and that's what they need. That's what they need, and this is what our people need, because they won't understand it. They don't understand that the Lord always cared about them, and they set forth people to make sure that His word will be heard and to watch over our people, watch over and understand. Put our elders and apostles to the prophets, teachers, men of the Lord, and He put these forth and put the Spirit on them to put it. This is what, look, this is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent. So He said, O Jerusalem, and Jerusalem's a people before it's a place, which He has set forth watchmen, people that watch over. Watchmen were the ones that are on the walls and looking for when things were happening. And we're doing that with prophecies and measure the time diligently in itself. So these prophecies we see in the earthquakes, uproars of the people, and we're telling our people, hey, get right. I mean, be ready for attack. Be ready for the attack. It's coming. That's what we said. And shall never hold their peace. You think the man of the Lord? See, we get cussed out. Everyone hates us and all that stuff. But the Lord said, a prophet has no honor in this country. We're going to get disrespect. We're not going to be not that. But they shall never hold their peace. He didn't say, they'll get their feelings hurt and they'll hold their peace. No, they shall never hold their peace. Making these lessons, they put us on these, on the highways and byways, on these, on our lessons, to keep speaking like the truth is coming. The kingdom of the Lord, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It is at hand. It's coming. And danger is coming. The watchmen were alarming. The danger is coming. Esau is about to come as a roaring lion. Ye, and make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. The Lord said, keep not silence. And give them no rest. So the prophets were annoying to people on the thing. It's like, oh man, that again, the prophecies. But nigga, like, come on. What the hell do you think is gonna happen? Like, the Lord gave you this commandment. He gave you and told you what's going to happen. And if you happen to hear it, then the Lord is probably condemning you, because if you're not getting it right, everyone had to hear it. And if it makes your feelings hurt, as they prophesied me smooth, I don't want to hear it all, then nigga, you're condemned and you're going to be destroyed. The Lord's going to get destroyed. But give them rest till He established, till everyone knows, established it, until He makes Jerusalem a praise on the earth. So making sure everyone hears it. Make sure everyone gets tired of it, like all that stuff. But we're tired of what's going on here. So we're not getting it. The Lord put the Spirit on us. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. And we're basically not even saying anything bad. We're just telling them, like, danger's coming. It's like, but just like our people, even when you have a fire alarm, they unplug it, take the batteries out so they can smoke weed. That's how niggas are. Even the ones that are white, they just hear that beat. They just, I don't want to hear the noise. They'll just rather die. Yeah, man, well, Lord willing, you are going to die. If you don't, get right. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old path. Get back into that's what repent means. Get back to the ways of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Turn back to Him. The old path, which is following these statutes and laws and statutes and commandments, being a nation, going back to Yahweh Shai, pray on Him. The old, where is a good way, and walk therein, ye shall find rest for your soul. And this is not a rest. You're not going to, but the Lord is going to put forth blessings upon you. You're going to be, you might be ridden of the number, the great multitude of the elect. It's going to be rest in your soul, because when there's bad times, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time. My servants shall eat. Should be, it just, you be in a better spirit. But they said, well, we not walk therein. Verse 17, also I have set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. He said, watchmen, the sound of the alarm when stuff happens. Hearken unto that sound of the prophecies that are coming. Esau's about to attack. Hearken unto it. But they said, we will not hearken, because this is how niggas are. Ungrateful, dumb, don't care. They don't really care about nothing but themselves. They're just trying to get into the state of mind like, well, I just want to do what I want to do. That selfish state of mind that they're on fire and they want everyone to die with them, because they can only look through things through their eyes. They can't understand that the Lord, he really cares about us, but they just care about, what stuff he can do to me. If he cared about me, I'll have me a Lamborghini and shit. Like, yeah, that's just how niggas are. But they don't understand. And it might be annoying to them, but the Lord this is a job of a watchman, of a man of the Lord. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. He has made us a watchman unto the house of Israel. So it says, son of man, seed of man, is what basically saying. A son of a man, the sperm of a man. I have made you a watchman, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So, and made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words of my mouth and give them warning for me. So the Lord is telling us to give them warning. So it's not like the Lord put the Spirit on us in these lessons and these on the highways and byways to speak, to give them warning for Him, to tell Him, hey, get right, turn back to Him, turn back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, in the name of Yahushua, turn back to Him, because things are coming. And so we're giving them warning that things are coming. The prophecies, and the Lord is about to visit this place. He's given. But when I have said unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. So these ungrateful niggas, these dumb, they don't understand that the Lord is warning you. But they see, because it's coming from, a man, but they don't understand the earthly vessel. Let me get that. You understand that they're condemned because the Lord put the Spirit on them. This is the Lord's warning. It says, son of man. Let me get it. Come on. This is 2 Corinthians 4:4. So they don't understand that. They can't get it. They don't understand. 4:4. Verse 3, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of the world has blinded the minds, and the God of this world is Esau, Edom. So they don't understand when they get into this energy of like, I'm doing that you're coming in the energy of the energy of Esau, Edom, the selfish, no vision, kind of understand that he blinded him. The Lord put the Spirit on him to blind you, which believe not, because you never believe, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushua, whom is the image of God, should shine upon them. For we preach not ourselves. So when they're telling us this, they don't understand. The Lord put the Spirit on us. He said, give them warning from me. And that we're not even preaching ourselves. We're not, we're about to be, because we say that we're going to be kings of the earth. But we're saying, we're talking to you too, nigga. But we're saying, even if you're wicked, you're going to be kings and princes. But they don't understand that we're not even preaching ourselves. We're preaching Yahushua Mashiach. We're preaching Him. And our ourselves your servants for Yahweh's sake. So we're praying it for the kingdom of heaven, for the Lord to come and be. For God who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, all this, the valley of dry bones is low I walk in the valley. Film there. I forgot. It's a song like 23, I believe. Oh, do I walk in the valley of the shadow of death? Yeah, but have shine in our hearts. He has shined the light, this knowledge, this understanding in our hearts to give the light of knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. The glory of Yahweh Mashiach in the face of Yahweh Shai. We have this treasure in earthly vessels. So they see, as Yahweh prophet is not honored, they don't in his own country. They don't understand, or by his family, that we're now vessels of Yahweh Shai. We're vessels of the Spirit because we're speaking His words. We're doing it in more than but we have this treasure in earthly vessels, that the excellency of power may be of God and not of us. So we're taken in these weak bodies to show that this is the Lord. This is the Lord telling you. And you can't humble down and listen because you're an ignorant nigga. But you see, this is what happens. This is what happens if you get proud. So this is Ezekiel back to 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and they give him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked ways. So he's speaking and not speaking to warn the wicked ways, because you don't just do what you don't do, and you don't die too. The Lord's gonna kill you because you're a nigga. But if we don't give them warning, not speaking to warn the wicked of his, like, man, just eating pork and or eating shellfish, not only destroys you, but it destroys the world, because those are supposed to clean it, and you're fucking up everything. But you won't die, and you're not giving him warning to save his life. The wicked, and to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but the blood will I require at your hand. So we're doing the Lord. We have to do this. He said, give them no rest. Warn these people. Warn these people, so we can get your blood off of our hands. Because if you ain't gonna get it, you ain't gonna get it. The God of this world blinded you, and the Lord didn't want you. He knew you was a nigga. He knew you was one of those ungrateful niggas in the wilderness saying, "Give the cucumbers and the things. We want to go back to Egypt." Well, the ways of Egypt always going into the oppressors, the ones that idol worship, always doing nigga shit, the ones that had to be stoned to death, the ones that said, "Give us Barabbas." You was one of those niggas, so fuck you. The Lord's going to destroy you. That's what. But we get in the blood off. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wicked ways, nor from his wickedness, he shall die of his iniquity, but thou shalt deliver thy soul. So we don't tell you because you don't want to hear it. It hurts your ears or all that stuff. You happen to get condemned by it because you walk by the camp or you get to the lesson and you see these things happening and condemns you. Well, that's your fucking fault, because we're going to deliver our soul. Fuck you. You don't care about anybody but yourself, so you don't die yourself. Forget you. But we don't get this and we don't get that off. Because, man, you people are unbelievable. Let me get this real quick. Jeremiah 25. Verse 4, and the Lord have sent unto you all his servants the prophet, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear. And said, this is back in the day, they said, turn ye again now, everyone from your evil way and from your evil doing, and dwell in the land of the Lord that has given you and your fathers forever. So the Lord said, just turn and stop doing these evil things, and go not after other gods and serve them. And so when you're going after this Babylonian American lifestyle, you're serving another god. You're serving Esau Edom. When you pray, or if you want to keep this lifestyle, you're going to have to get the MOTB. And if you get that, you're going to die a horrible death. The Lord, you're going to die the sin of the heathen. the way they hit, you're gonna get melted with thermonuclear destruction. But Slovakia, go and to worship it, promote me not to anger with the words of your hand, and I will do you no hurt. So that's the Lord. That's what we're basically saying. If you don't do it, the Lord is not going to fuck you up. He's like, oh, well, that's harsh and all that stuff. You selfish, unthinking, unanalytical person that's not going to even look or see it. You don't understand the Lord. We're just trying to help you because the Lord's about to fuck you up. Like, you destroying everything. You can't, if you can't understand in your simple fucking mind that eating shellfish not only hurts you, but hurts the entire environment, and it can't fathom in your head, then you don't need to be on this earth. You need to just be taken out. You don't understand that those clean the sea. If you don't have things that clean, it's going to be dirty. The people just don't understand. But this is how they don't know, because they talk all this shit, not knowing that they're doing this to a man of the Lord. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 4. And they came unto thee as a people cometh, and they sat before thee as my people, and they hear my words and will not do them. Slovakia. Should I start over? I'm going to start over. I'm going to get this first, and then I'm going to start over. I'm going to get Jeremiah 28 and 8. 28 and 8 first, and then I'm going to get that. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence. The prophets which prophesy of peace, when the words of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known. The Lord has truly sent him. So the prophets before have been saying that these things were going to come. War of pestilence against great kingdoms, that they were going to fall, which they have fell. All of them, every single last, because the kingdom of heaven is not here yet. But all the Daniel's 4 statues, that statue with the 4 kingdoms, all of them fall. All other kingdoms in that, all fell. War, because the kingdom of heaven, there was going to be these heathen rulerships, and then the kingdom of heaven, and it was going to be forever. So the prophets that say of peace, there is no peace for Babylon the Great. Or you might hurt your ears and all stuff. There's no peace. This place is going down. It's going down. That's what's going to happen. But the prophets that prophesy peace, but how you're going to know? See, all these things are coming to pass, and when it comes and you get destroyed, then you probably don't know that, yeah. That was the prophet of the Lord. I didn't even know. I was just a proud nigga. That's what it is. There's all these just pride. But pride goeth before destruction. And if this is Ezekiel 33, verse 30, some people, they might, oh, yeah, I got you. But this is what they really, this is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. Also, son of man, the children of my people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as they people come, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear the words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love. Oh, I mean, you're doing a great thing. You're doing it, smoking a cigarette, doing nigga shit. And like, oh man, all this shit. But they ain't going out there. They're not turning back to their ways. They got long hair. All these things. Still eating pork, still eating shellfish. But their hearts goeth after their covetousness, going after what they want. Well, this place is going to be destroyed. And no one knows what matter of person you ought to be. But these people are like, nope, I'm going to be a nigga, because I want to be. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice, and play well with one instrument, for they hear the words, but they do them not. So they just hear it, but they don't even understand the beat, because they're just in their wicked ass ways. But the Lord's going to deal with these people. And when that cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. So, let me see. This is Acts 20. Verse 27. For I am not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Lord. This is the state of mind of the ones that are doing the right thing. And they have the Spirit. The Lord put the Spirit on the preach. I have shunned to not declare all the things unto you, all the counsels of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. We're not even embarrassed of it. But he said, blessed are those that are not offended to us. We're going to declare it all. Take heed, therefore, that women are men are above women, that all, LGBT people, they got a disease and they need to be put to death. We're going to say all that stuff. We're going to tell you the straight skinny that this place is going to get destroyed. If you don't get right, you're going to get destroyed. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Take heed, therefore, unto the right yourself and to all the flock over which the Holy Spirit have made you overseers to feed the church of God, which have purchased with his own blood. So the Yahweh Shai, he purchased you with his own blood. And he said, man, watch over my flock. Feed, he said, if you love me, feed my sheep. So we're going to do it because the Lord commanded us and we love the Lord. That's what's going to happen. We love the Lord. And if you don't like it, well, the Lord's going to destroy you. And when all this stuff is, because this is ultimately going to happen, I'm going to end it off. Because all these things that we're just talking, you're not going to, the same shall know by death, by pain. That's a good one, but I'm just going to happen. This is basically what's up. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the day cometh, said the Lord thy God, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro, seeking the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. When the Lord shuts their mouth, and you threw out here, and shit start happening, like, oh, come on, Lord. Cry upon the gods that you chose, which is Esau. See if he's gonna save you. Go to his work out. Take his thing, because the Lord is gonna shut his prophet's mouth, and he's gonna destroy you. So with that, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Shalom.